Austin, go ahead.
Hey, Dave, how did you see Phil Bickford build off of the momentum from yesterday, getting out of the jam he was in, carry over into tonight?
Phil was huge tonight. Not even just the 2 zeros, but going back to back, throwing 2 scoreless innings. That was huge. It rested some guys, gave us a chance to win the ball game tonight, and gets us in line for Arizona. And so he's just been so good in the clubhouse, on the field, and really a real big positive tonight. And you look at Clayton, seemed like he was stressed a lot tonight. You got to give credit to those guys. They were spoiling a lot of pitches, which added to the stress and the deeper counts. He had to work for a lot of outs, and but you got to give Clayton credit to put up another quality start. His last 2 have been really good. 6 innings, 2 runs, I think 8 or 9 punch tonight. So again, wasn't the result as far as winning the baseball game, but you look at what Clayton did, what Phil did, and then what David did. We had a chance to win the baseball game, and it just came up short.
What was it about Zach Wheeler's outing that limited your team offensively?
What was that?
What was it about Zach Wheeler and him limiting your team offensively?
Well, Wheeler, he's got top-notch ace stuff. It's 97 to 99. Just enough of a slider to keep you off the fastball. He works both sides of the plate, the top of the zone, gets left and right out. So yeah, I mean he's a tough one. And we had him early. First 2 hitters get on base and couldn't push a run across, and then he just kind of got comfortable and made pitches when he needed to.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Next question is from Fabiana Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. What have you seen out of Clayton the last couple starts? Obviously, this one had a little bit more traffic than the last one.
The last couple, I thought his slider was considerably better. I thought the fastball command was much better. Tonight, I think his last start, his curveball was better. Tonight, I think he might have thrown it 7 or 8 times, and he landed one really good one. But outside of that, it was all about the slider tonight. Got some arm side miss with the fastball. He located well with that. Just made pitches. I mean, there were some big at-bats that could have really flipped the game. But he made pitches like Clayton has been known to do when he needs to.
And when his slider is really going, like, what is it about that pitch? I mean, obviously the velocity-wise is pretty similar to the fastball, but like the depth of it and stuff like that, like what makes it so effective?
It's just what it is. It's kind of in the same lane pitching. It is in the lane a long time. And for hitters, when you're seeing a ball come in a certain lane and the last 3 feet it dives down, it's just hard to adjust. And when it's right, it's doing it. When it's not, they can pick it up a little bit earlier. And it just works really well, the front and back, the depth with the fastball.
And tonight was the first time your team's been shut out since 2019. Like, obviously, having it be that long of a drought without being shut out, I mean, is that just one of those things where you sort of like washed away, or is it just one of those nights?
It's one of those nights, and you wash it away.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
Dave, do you remember the last time you were out?
I don't.
It's September 14th, 2019 against the Mets. I think it was
who was it?
few games.
That makes sense. Yeah. I don't recall, but that's no surprise.
When you're missing the kind of firepower you are from your lineup, is something like this kind of bound to happen?
Well, we haven't had a lot of our guys all year, and it's the first time. So I guess, I think the odds, regardless of who you're running out there, it's bound to happen. But Zach threw a heck of a ball game, and Alvarado isn't necessarily a strike thrower, but he was on point tonight. And when he's filling up the zone, he's tough. It's 100 with depth. And, Neris was kind of scattered, but got a double play when he needed. So it's bound to happen, but our guys are competing every night.
Thanks.
Next question from JP Hornstra. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, speaking of some streaks, Clayton hadn't thrown 110 pitches in a game since, I think, 2018. And you mentioned there were some longer, tougher innings in there. What gave you the confidence to lengthen the leash with Clayton tonight?
I think a little bit was where we're at with the pen. A little bit was I thought the stuff was still good. He's going to get an extra day with the off day tomorrow. I like that last slider he threw in that fifth inning for the punch. So yeah, there were some things that led to that, and he proved me right.
And was tonight just going to be a complete night off for JT, no matter what?
Yep. To complete that off, and I like the spots that we put other guys in, and to get him, reset for the series and play probably the next 4 or 5 in a row. He'll be ready to go.
Thank you.